Hola, and hello to everybody. I am Dr. B, and we're in Facturando Tu Historia, and this is Profit from Your Story. Here we inspire, we motivate, and we ignite people to reach their passion and reach their dreams. And I'm going to be speaking Spanglish today. I'm going to be speaking Spanish and English because that's who we are, right?
Exactly.
And I have some amazing people here today with me that are going to be sharing their event, and they're going to be telling you why they started this event and how it started, how it was born. So I have Paola and Paloma. I had to get the names straight because of the P. So anyways, ¿con quién empezamos aquí? ¿Quién?
Pues buenas tardes, yo soy Paola.
Buenas tardes, I'm Paloma.
Paloma. ¿Y de dónde eres?
Yo soy de Monterrey, Nuevo León.
Okay. ¿Y cuánto tiempo tienes aquí?
17 años.
17, wow. Okay. ¿Todavía vas allá a Monterrey?
He regresado una vez.
Okay.
Apenas el año pasado.
Wow, me gusta mucho Monterrey. Sí, pero también ya tengo tiempo que no he ido.
Oh.
¿Y tú?
Yo soy de Zacatecas y Michoacán.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born here. Funny. I was born here, pero yo sí voy seguido.
Sí, voy seguido.
A mí me gusta mucho ir.
Oh, okay. Entonces, cuéntenos del evento. ¿Cómo se llama el evento que van a tener y dónde es?
Bueno, pues el evento se llama Gladfest y es en la granja Marshall Farm. Está en la ciudad de Ferris, Texas. Y en el evento pues la granja es de cuenta que tiene sus campos de las flores que se llaman gladiolas y la gente va y cosecha sus flores, ellos escogen las que quieren, las cortan y luego se las envuelven en un ramo bien bonito.
Wow.
Y nosotros de parte de PMP Events ponemos la parte del entretenimiento, de los vendedores que van y ponen sus productos. Tenemos vendedores de comida, de ropa, de joyería, de bolsas, de todo lo que se puede imaginar.
Comida.
Drinks.
We have a mobile bar coming that we're really excited about. So, yeah, y también aparte de eso, we also have entertainment that goes on. So sometimes it's a singer, sometimes it's a group. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, pero mañana es a group, right, que va a venir. Y también tenemos
What's the name of the group?
Los de Cero. Los de Cero is the name of the group. And then we have groups that come and, have performances de folclórico, ya sea de Argentina or Mexico.
And then how did this start? Like, how did this event initiate? How was it founded?
I think it started out pretty out of the blue in a way because we would go to events ourselves, and at one point she had un puesto en uno de los eventos and she was a vendor, and I approached her one day. We were kind of like, well, what if we make one, And I think the inspiration for the first one, it was during the month of September where it was Hispanic Heritage Month, y ahí es donde nos dimos cuenta que lo importante es lo que es apoyar a los hispanos, right? With and not just small businesses in general, but Hispanic small businesses, and I think that's how it pretty much started, right? It's and we've always been like really close to the Hispanic community, and I feel like there's a lot out there, but we kind of want to play a part in helping it grow, if that makes sense.
That's really good. So now, where is it located?
It's in Ferris, Texas.
Ferris, Texas. Like, how far is it from
here? It's about 35 minutes.
Okay, it's not far.
Yeah, it's not very far. It's right on Highway 20 and 45. So it's not very.
Yeah, and it's like we said, like it's called Marshall Farm is the name of the farm, and it's quite like la farm is quite cute. They do events there, they do weddings. It's not like your, typical farm that you're thinking about with animales y todo eso. No, está bonita la granja.
¿Y cómo conocieron a los del rancho? ¿Cómo se conectaron? ¿Qué fue la conexión y cómo empezó eso?
Pues fíjate que I filmed a dance video there, oh my god, like 4 or 5 years ago. Hace mucho tiempo. Y ahí conocí a los dueños. And so when we were talking about doing our own event, I was like, hey, yo conozco un lugar donde tal vez podemos hacer algo. Y así empezó la relación.
Okay. Y ellos tienen esa plantación de flores, ¿verdad? Wow, tengo que ir. Tengo mucho que hacer mañana, but tengo que ir.
Ahí vamos a estar de 9 a 2 de la tarde.
De 2 a la tarde, de 9 de la mañana a las 2.
Exacto, y si no es mañana también es junio 10 y junio 17.
Okay, so todavía tienen tiempo, los que están oyendo, escuchando. So tienen este sábado y luego junio 17 y junio...
Solamente mañana y junio 17.
Okay, so ya nada más tienen 2 sábados para ir, ¿verdad? You have 2 Saturdays to go and it's an amazing event. They're saying that you can go pick some flowers and then they're buying them from the farm.
The farm, exactly. Yeah, if people have gone to, the way I describe it, it's like Texas tulips, but with more. There's food, there's games, there's even a bouncy house for the kids, there's tractor rides, there's a lot more that we offer than other events that you just kind of go pick your own flowers. And you can also go take pictures there as well. It's something that a lot of people like to go do.
Who likes to take pictures? I'm sure you do, right? I do.
Everybody.
Everybody takes pictures now. So you have to go to this event. If you can't go today, you have next Saturday to go take pictures, take a family, right? It's a family event. There's food, there's drinks, there's going to be music, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly.
A whole lot. So what inspired you? I mean, I talk about stories, and I ask people to share their stories because there is some struggle, there was some challenge in life that gave you this aha moment that you're like, you know what, I'm going to do this. And it just gives you that fuel to go and do what you want to do, which is, in this case, this event.
Yeah.
Like, what is it that really motivated you to go after it?
I think, and I'll speak for myself here, we both had the same end goal, but as far as like our inspirations go, I think it was a little bit different. So I do content creation, I'm an influencer, and I feel like with the audience I have, like I said before, I think it's super important to help the Hispanic community and just to, let the people know that, hey, we are here, we have a lot of things to offer, we have good food to offer, we have amazing culture to show off, and I think that's part of the event big time. And like I had some at the last event, we had like people just come for elotes because they just that's all they rave about, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that was basically my biggest thing is apoyar a la cultura mexicana, and not just la cultura mexicana, sino tenemos muchos vendedores que son from other países. We have people from Puerto Rico, Salvador, where else? Salvador.
Well, we have our Argentina group.
Yeah.
So los Latinos.
So los Latinos.
Latina.
Exactly. So you won't just see Mexican food there. You'll see all Latin cultures, and I think that's a big thing for me, is just to help our own people, right? The Latin community. But Paola, I'm sure, had something, a little bit different. A little bit different.
But what got you to do content creation? Because I know that what got me to do this show, and then I have the magazine. I'm a publisher, is that I really wanted to tell stories because I had a major story, where I had cancer, I overcame it, and it was like, okay, if cancer didn't kill me, then I have to live bigger and really inspire people. So I don't know, not that I want you to have a very tragic story, but what made you go into content creation?
Weirdly enough, so I've always liked the idea of content creation, but I never really pushed myself to go do it fully. Y luego COVID hit. And so, long story short, I got laid off at the job that I was at, and I had pretty much nothing else to do but to focus on making content. And as I started making content, the people really responded positively to my dance content, the fashion videos in the beginning, and there was like a lot of miscellaneous stuff, but people encouraged me to keep going, and I basically gave what the people wanted as far as what content they wanted to see. Y así empecé, and now it's more of like a type of, what keeps me going is, like I said before, just really showing people that, you know, Latinos they're great people, right? And I think we have an amazing culture, and that's really the big thing on my end. Yeah.
So what type of content creation do you do? You talked about dancing.
Yeah. So
what type of dancing?
It's really all types of dancing, any type of like music.
She can show you.
Yeah. No.
I have brought dancers, believe me.
Oh,
¿Verdad que sí, Ángel? Hemos atraído a que bailan aquí.
It's really everything. It's the majority. It's just like música regional de Mexico, but you know, if you like, I love dancing bachata, and that's not necessarily de Mexico, right? Right now I'm currently learning salsa, and all the content kind of revolves around that, and like, you know, funny scenes that happen like at los bailes or at parties or with friends or things you encounter. So it's kind of expanded, and then it expanded like, you know, what to wear to baile, what not to wear, what happens if you do wear this, you know. And then now it's even expanded to fitness content. And so it's just a little bit of everything, but the main center of it is dancing.
It's dancing. You know what, I really like that, and I like the fact that she said what to wear, what not to wear. Because there was a blouse that I was wearing to bachata, and of course they raise your hands, right?
Yeah.
And then your blouse tends to go up, so you do have to be careful, and you don't know until you know.
Right. Yeah. You don't know until you're there, and you're like, oops.
And you're like, whoops.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So that's basically it.
Okay, so you hit the jackpot here. Awesome, I love it, I love it. ¿Y tú?
Pues yo le puedo decir, bueno, yo le hablo en español.
Está bien, está bien.
Yo los eventos empecé cuando estaba en la prepa. Tenía unos maestros que fueron mis mentores y me apoyaban mucho, ¿verdad? Y teníamos un grupo de Texan Dreamers para de los inmigrantes y todo eso. Entonces empecé a hacer eventos con ellos. Como vamos a hacer un evento para los inmigrantes, ¿verdad? Para ayudarlos. Y que vamos a hacer un evento para esta causa, para ayudar a esta familia. Y así, entonces, pues fue creciendo mi pasión por hacer y organizar eventos. Entonces también cuando pues nos conocimos y todo eso, pues yo traía como esa iniciativa de hacer eventos y organizarlos, y la emoción de ver cómo sale todo. Y pues como los eventos que hacía para buenas causas, es de cuenta que ya ver la familia que le dabas el dinero o le dabas la ayuda, o cuando iban a los eventos de inmigrantes que veías a las familias como contestaron mis preguntas, o los abogados o así, y pues era emocionante, ¿verdad? Ayudar a la comunidad y ver que les resolvimos su duda, ¿verdad? Para nosotros, por más pequeña que era, pues a lo mejor para esa familia era algo muy grande, ¿verdad? Entonces, y ahora con lo de los eventos, pues los negocios pequeños, yo también tengo un negocio pequeño, entonces es de cuenta que pues tener esa ayuda y ese apoyo de la comunidad y de otros vendedores y hacer esas conexiones con todos, pues para mí es importante, ¿verdad? Y mucha gente no sabe dónde buscar ayuda o con quién hacer conexión para salir allá afuera.
¿Y qué tipo de negocio tienes?
Pues mi mamá vende plantas y talavera mexicana, y yo vendo cobijas, sábanas, cortinas, todo para su casa.
Wow, ok, perfecto. Ahora tenemos acá, we have two other amazing people online, and I'm going to introduce Jocelyn Duncan. She is from San Antonio, and thank you, Jocelyn, for being here. And we have Bobby. Hey, Bobby, thank you for saying yes and being on the show. I just want to introduce myself to those that are joining us. Woo! For those of you that are joining us now, we have these amazing ladies here in the studio, and we have two amazing people online. I am Dr. B with Facturando Tu Historia on Radio Metroplex, which is, we're in Arlington, Texas, the capital of sports, events, and entertainment. And basically, what my focus is to inspire and motivate people and really connect people like you that are watching to amazing people, entrepreneurs like these ladies and Jocelyn and Bobby that are online, because I feel I don't have all the answers, but I know and I can connect with people that do have the answers that you are looking for. So Bobby, let's start, or let's let Jocelyn introduce Bobby, because you know him, and then he can talk.
Well, Bobby is a wonderful owner of DOS, and he is in Houston, he's in Dallas, and all across the country. He's selling franchises for his real estate company, and I'm his talent acquisition specialist. So we're hiring realtors, loan officers, and anyone that would like to buy a franchise as well.
Wonderful. Bobby,
So
tell us
Bobby, you go
more.
ahead, take over.
Yeah, tell us more about DOS and this opportunity that you're trying to sell to people on this franchise opportunity.
Yeah, so, what we really had this idea a couple of years ago was how do we take into consideration everything that's taking place in this real estate industry? I think it's probably changed more in the last 3 years than it has in the last 30. It's a lot that has happened, and people have changed. Buyers and sellers have changed. Realtors are changing. So how do we provide a solution that meets everybody in an individual point of view? All the new recent technologies, how do we create something that is up to the current, trend? We got ETN rolled out. That's the buzzword. And we have a lot of new technologies that people want to use because, maybe these houses is kind of very competitive, So with that, we created something that was cutting different in other programs in the country. We did it back by Amazon and then Google. Is it the echo? Or I didn't know. It seems like it's echo. It's the sound. Sorry. But
yeah, I think there's like a little bit of bad connection. Yeah, I think so on your side, just a bit. Say something, Jocelyn, and see if it's... Yeah, we can hear Jocelyn. I don't know if it's your speaker or something, but... Yeah. I think when you're talking, it's like cutting. I don't know, it could be internet. I don't know. But tell us, is it a software that you're incorporating in this business and you're looking for real estate agents, or could it just be anyone that you're looking for?
Yeah, sorry about that. We're back messing with it. But yeah, so we did one was in 2016 when we were building the technology. The whole goal is AI powered marketplace that empowers you to search and transact. On the other hand, realtors are able to use the technology to serve their clients, right? But then on the other side, the consumer is able to download Android, iOS, and be able to search for properties, access to connect with the realtor or loan officer. So we have this market that empowers people to connect with each other, but be able to gather information in a very, very much humanistic way. That's what we do right now.
I think it's cutting. Jocelyn, can you hear him?
I can hear him. He's cutting in and out. Okay.
Should I come to?
Come over here.
That's it. Okay.
Are you in the same room?
We're in the same
building?
Building.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I think... yeah, maybe, yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. How's this? Better?
Woohoo! There we are. Woo! Good job. I'm glad you guys were in the same place.
I know. Okay, we're back.
Okay, there. So now go ahead and explain, who would this be for? What are the benefits?
Yeah, sorry about that. So, this is
much better.
And so this is for the consumer, buyers, renters, and sellers, and it's also for agents as well. And in this, artificial intelligence marketplace are those to bring these together. So it empowers users to search freely, to be able to speak to your site, deep dive and get information like they've never been able to do before. They are able to speak languages, Spanish, English, it'll be just about every language that's out there. We know how people remember their native tongue. But they're able to get information like never before. And then on the other side, you have the realtor who's searching their clients. And they want to be able to give them all the answers instantly without saying, I'm sorry, doctor, I tell you what, when I get back to the office, let's get that answer for you. Well, you no longer have to do that. Now, with all the data that we have, you're just about able to ask or answer any and everything that your client asks you right there on the spot. So we really wanted to turn around and create this almost super app, if you will, with artificial intelligence that layers infinite amounts of data so these realtors and consumers, their clients, can better connect, get them information so they can find that house faster and make better decisions for the largest purchase most people make in their lives.
Did you hear that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is it better?
Yeah, that was a lot better. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I think, yeah, that was a lot better. The thing is that there was a delay, so I was like waiting for him to finish.
Okay.
He had already finished. Sorry. Okay, so this is for real estate agents or anybody, the consumer. And my understanding, it's like an app where you can find information if you're looking for a property or a house, and you would be able to have better information to make better decisions by using this app. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. It is another tool to search for properties, just like the other real estate search engines.
What would it be? What would be the difference between what you're trying to offer and sell based on the what is it called? It starts with a Z. Zillow.
Yeah, so what we were seeking out to do by working closely with Amazon and Google, and then with our own internal tech team, was to be able to give people more information in a more comprehensive, intuitive, humanistic way. With our platform, it is mobile first. So you're able to talk to it, text to it, right, and ask questions above and beyond the basic filter searches that they have. And because we have an intelligent user interface, there aren't these basic little boxes that you check these filtered boxes. Our objective is to empower the user, whether that's the consumer or the agent, to ask any question they want about real estate, right? And better leverage artificial intelligence than all of our competitors. Our competitors use very little to no artificial intelligence at all. In our case, we're leveraging everything that artificial intelligence has to offer.
Okay, wonderful. It's really, you know what, I really wanted to connect you to Kane and maybe, have you connected with Daniel, Jocelyn? Have you connected him with Daniel Ramirez?
Not yet, but it would be good to do that.
Yeah. It would be great that you've connected with Daniel, Kane, and then there's other real estate agents that you need to connect with, because I think that
Yes.
you have something valuable to add to their toolbox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The thing that really makes it unique also in comparison to a Zillow is and a Realtor.com is they don't have actual franchises and realtors on the ground like we do. So we're talking about creating a more superior way to search and get information, but then also connecting you with the DOS franchise and realtors in the area, right? So therefore, we're now able to, instead of being an advertising media company that sell leads to realtors, we actually provide these leads to our franchises and their realtors and we partner with them in exchange for a referral fee. So it's more of a partnership than we view the agent as somebody who's paying us for leads that may or may not be good. We are partnering with our agents to say, when you win, we win if the transaction closes.
Wonderful. How was this idea born? I mean,
That's a great question. Thank you for asking. This whole idea came to me in 2011. I'm a bit of a nerd, so I watched Jeopardy with, and Alec Trebek was, the host. And I saw IBM Watson play the two winningest players in Jeopardy history. And when I saw this intelligent assistant, now you have to keep in mind that this is way before Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant in 2011. And when I saw this intelligent assistant instantly answering these questions, I wondered to myself, wow, what if I could turn around and have like a realtor intelligent assistant in a mobile device, a smartphone, and people can pull their phone out, ask any question about any property in the country to get accurate, easy, and instant answers? That would be awesome. And that kicked off the idea in 2011. We had to wait. Technology was way too early, but I did all the research and we started building our tech team and started developing about 5 years later.
Right. You know what? And it's wonderful because the IT, like, it's a huge thing, and it's transforming the way that we do things. And I want to say my 5-year-old nephew is here he's living in my house right now. And he was asking, and the reason I'm sharing this is because technology is like key, and it's so much fun. It's very innovative. And he was asking Siri, what color of eyes do you have? And she's like, I have no eyes. I have no eyes. And he's like, come on, Siri, you have to have eyes. And she's like, okay, if I have to have eyes, I have brown eyes.
Wow.
And it was so cute the way my nephew and Siri were having this conversation. And then he was like, do you have a favorite animal? And she's like, I'm a intelligent software, whatever. I do not have a favorite animal. And he's like, come on, Siri, you have to have a favorite animal. Okay, if I have to select, then it's a dog. So it was so much fun. And the reason I say this is because your technology, I can imagine that it has gone way up to this next level where it can find all the information that a person is searching for.
Yes.
I mean, if a 5-year-old is communicating with Siri,
Exactly.
and then she's coming up with answers, I thought that was phenomenal. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think AI has, there's a huge wave right now with AI, and I think it's really cool that the software is being developed because it's really taking over. And it's taking over. And it's, I think it's great in this sense, maybe not so much for other senses, but I think in this particular case, it does help out a lot because people are always going to have questions when it comes to realty.
Exactly. They're always wanting to search, even questions like, gosh, I don't know. I mean, I'm just going beyond Siri and my nephew, where he's asking, should I buy this property?
Yeah.
Or what's the value of this property? Or
Exactly.
how many people are interested in this property? I mean, I don't know how crazy your DOS system is, but I think that people out there need an AI system that answers questions.
It's going to get smarter and smarter. That's the thing about intelligent assistants, is that it has to watch the questions that people are asking it, and then it gets smarter and smarter. So I want you to imagine you're in Arlington, right?
Yes.
And say, for instance, I'm an investor, and I'm looking for Airbnb properties for people who want to come watch the Dallas Cowboys, right? And I can say something like, this is where we're going with it. Like, hey, Doss, can you show me properties within a 3-mile radius of the Dallas Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, Texas, want something that's $500,000 that has 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. I want white kitchen cabinets on a quiet street,
Wow.
and things. So you're able to go into a granular or give me walking distance, give me close. I want a pool in the back. I want something with a lot of trees in a safe area. There's so many things I'll be able to. I want to search like that, right? We
That's
can't.
amazing.
Yeah, we can't search like that currently on these other platforms. That's what I mean when I say more intuitive and humanistic, because you want to say it that way to a realtor, but the realtor doesn't have that capacity, or they have to say, "Let me get back to you. Let me look
Right.
into
And they
it."
have to go do all this research
There
and
you
go to
go.
different places and spend
Exactly.
hours and hours of
Exactly.
searching.
And that's the goal, is to save people time and money and give them a greater chance to find a property, especially right now when inventory is low. A buyer's greatest competitor is another buyer.
Right. Wow. Wow. I love it. In fact, maybe Dawes can find houses near Radio Metroplex.
Right, right,
Yeah.
Very near us. And I just want to say, for those of you that are watching, this is Radio Metroplex. The show is called Facturando Tu Historia. I invite people like these amazing ladies here, Jocelyn and Bobby, so that we can connect them to you. We love to inspire and motivate and help people really achieve their dreams. And these ladies, Jocelyn and Bobby, you need to come next week, okay? We
Okay.
need to go to this farm and go buy these beautiful flowers and tell them what you're doing so that they can know what you have. to
Yeah,
offer.
so basically, we're PMP Events. I'm Paloma, this is Paola, and we are organizing, or we had been organizing an event for the past, I don't know, couple months. But basically, it's where, if you guys have ever been to like Texas Tulips, it's kind of like that, where you go pick your own flowers. But this, we have an additional like we have a lot more stuff going on, such as like vendors that come out, so you can go shopping and support small businesses. You guys can eat there. There's snacks. There's drinks. There's alcoholic drinks. If you guys want to bring kids out, there's a lot of stuff for them to do. You can go on a mini tour of the farm. We'll have like a flower wall where you can take pictures, or you guys can go take pictures out on the farm. We also have entertainment there, so there's really something to do for everybody out there. And that's the last 2 Saturdays that we're doing is tomorrow and then June 17th.
And June
Yeah.
17th. And you might get a vending table with them, Bobby, so you can introduce Dawes there, because
Yeah.
I think it's all about connecting and helping each other, because it's about they're into the Latin community, but it's any community that really needs your service and needs
Exactly.
their service. So I think that if we help each other and support each other. Not only that, for those of you that are watching, we're also looking for sponsors for Radio Metroplex and Facturando Tu Historia. I even have a magazine that just came out. It's like hot, 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 and you need to get it because I introduced dancers. I wish I would have known, and I would have shared her. And Bobby, if you want to get in my magazine next time, you can introduce Joss there as well.
There you go.
And what I also recommend for people to do, and I think you need to do it, Bobby, and these ladies too, is like create a journal, publish a journal with me, Dr. B, and you can even have a booklet that's just a notebook with nothing in it, and have people just write whatever they want, or write a story and how you started, Bobby, and how you later started your business, because people need to know how you were inspired, how you started, or how to create events. Very simple steps. And then with you, Bobby, people need to connect with you as well. This is another way of doing lead generation and having people connect with you. So anyways, how do you want people to remember you and follow you and connect with you, Jocelyn and Bobby?
Yeah, we're actually on Twitter at AskDOS now. Download, give it a test run, and search for AskDOS, AskDOSS, on either iOS or Android. Look us up on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook, AskDOS. So we definitely love to connect. The cool thing about our company, especially in times like right now, is buyers, we give a 1% buyer rebate that they can use to buy down their interest rate, or either use the credit towards their closing costs. Our company is all about helping people, especially during times like right now. They can take a 6.5% interest rate, down to 6%, if not lower than that. And same thing for sellers. We want to help them preserve some of their hard-earned equity. We have a program that we do a 1% listing fee, right? And still provide full service to them, for them. We're able to do that because we leverage technology.
Wow, I love it. I really love it. So, congratulations for this beautiful and innovative idea
Thank
that
you.
you gave birth to. And Jocelyn, how can people find you?
They can find me on Facebook as well and Instagram. And all they have to do is reach out. If they want to buy or sell with us, we will help them find a realtor in their area. If they want to switch from their brokerage that they're at, if they're a real estate agent or a loan officer, that's what I'm here to do and help them with.
Beautiful. We have Juan Carlos Martinez online that says hi to all of you. So I just wanted to let you know, and Diamantina is saying hi to
Hi, Juan.
everybody. So hello. And for those of you that are watching, connect to Bobby and Jocelyn, and of course to these beautiful ladies here next to me. And I want to thank you, Bobby and Jocelyn, and hopefully I can see you here very soon in the studio.
Yeah, for sure. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you, and come to their event. It's
Yes.
gonna be fun.
What date is it? I'm sorry. Is it
This Saturday and next Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Hugs
Thank
to
you.
both of you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tenemos a otras personas. Okay, thanks. So, I love the idea about your event that you have and the dancing, and I also love dancing. I started dancing bachata and salsa. In fact, I just started last October, but it's given me life again. Like, it's perked me up. It's lifted my spirit. Like, I love it. It's like I dance almost every day. My son calls me my 23-year-old mom now. He's like, "How's my 23-year-old mom doing?"
That's funny. Dance, I feel like, I don't know, me personally, it's de-stressifying.
Right?
Desde el estrés.
I
Even if it's just in la casa.
think-
Like, bailando con la escoba. But yeah, I think it's really cool. And one thing that I did forget to mention going back to events is that if you guys cannot make it this Saturday, we also have other events that are going on during in the fall time.
Okay.
So we'll have all of those, and it's just like a thing that we want to keep doing for the community and bring the Dallas community más que nada to,
More,
you
bring
know.
them together.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have more dancing there. Like, we love having music out there. It's like, I don't know, it just makes there's a different vibe about it, and people like to have fun at the end of the
And
day.
I think what you should do, because there's a lot, like the Latin salsa and bachata community is big.
Yeah.
I think you should really promote it to them. To have them come and do some salsa and bachata. Can you imagine that?
That'd be fun. I do know a studio here in Dallas now that you mention it, but I had never thought.
I have connections with
Yeah.
a lot of them, so
Yeah, that'd be cool.
it would be super
You can
cool.
learn salsa.
Now you have to
learn
learn.
dancing. I just don't dancing.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we both met dancing folklorico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
that's how we started, and it just kind of stemmed from there.
Mhm.
But it's been how many years?
Since COVID.
Since COVID, yeah.
We were dancing in COVID.
Yeah, 'cause it's when we went back and then they canceled it because everyone was getting sick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, that's when I quit.
And I think COVID did a big thing. Like, for me, it opened up the portal to connecting with people at an international level. Like, I was able to connect. I was able to become a publisher because I started writing. I started connecting with people all over the world. And then when I went, like, for example, to London, I was like, I'm in London, and people are like, hey, I want to meet you in person, because they're following me. So I get to meet them in person. Or I went to Norway, and somebody went there to meet me and connect with me. So it's a beautiful experience that wherever I go, because people are following me.
Yeah.
They want to meet me in person, and it's like, oh my God, like I had never dreamed of something like this.
Yeah, I think COVID, and I know it sucked for a lot of people, but I think in a way it was a blessing in disguise for a lot because, for example, like, you know, you got to dedicate time to publishing or writing or whatever you really wanted to do, and same thing with me. I think even though like I had no job at the time, it allowed me time to focus really like, you know, a lot more on social media, and I think even social media helped a lot of people during COVID because we're more aware of what goes on around the world because of it, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's always a plus and minus to everything.
Right, and everything that happens in life, I think there's something. I think we're diamonds, but we just need to be polished sometimes so that we can shine again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And we all go through it, and I think that's like the beauty of it, because with social media, you meet more people. Like, people ask me all the time, what's your favorite thing about, you know, doing events and social media and all that, and I'm like, it's really just the people. You meet a lot of cool people, you get new connections, it's really, really, really cool, and everybody has their own story to share. Like, with our vendors, like, a lot of them are parents, and they bring out their kids, and they learn how to sell, and now they're starting their own business. Like, one of our vendors has a little girl her little girl that's starting her own little business, and that's really cool because she learns, you know, what it is to be an entrepreneur, or what it is to start your own business. So I think on that side of things, it's really cool to be helping out those vendors and fuel the little girl's dreams in that sense, right? And it just keeps going like that.
And that's what I tell my sons, because ever since they were young, it's like you don't have to wait until you get older to make money. I'm like, you can start making money now. We have an entrepreneur, like a youth entrepreneur group that we interview and that we help polish so that they can begin to do their businesses since they're young, you know. And Dr. Amber has been on the show, and myself have been kind of focused on that part of it. So we were supposed to have 2 other people on the show, but it seems like they're not here. Let me just kind of see if they've said anything. Give me a second. And if not, then do you have anything else that you'd like to share that people should know? Like, how can they reach you? How can they connect with you?
Oh yeah, so if you guys want to follow our events page, it's going to be at pmp.events, and that's on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Yeah. And if you guys want to reach out to be part of a vendor, like, reach out through those pages. We always have links going on. If you guys want to be a sponsor of any of those events, like we had our sponsors, the Flower Wall, and so, you know, we shout out their business and help them out because they're also a small business, but maybe they can't necessarily be there as a vendor per se, but they can, you know, be a sponsor and still be present in that sense.
In that sense, yeah. Okay. So reach out if you're looking to become a sponsor, and they have some. I'm just like in love with the flower idea, so I have to go.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can go tomorrow because I have. For those of you that are watching, we have Hasta que el dinero no se pare. Es un evento. It's an event that we're having tomorrow with Paloma and Diana. And what we're doing is talking about money at the unconscious level, because a lot of times, you know, we're brought up thinking that money is it's evil, that money is not good, and then we want to make all this money, but we can't make it because at the unconscious level, it's not even there. So what I help people do is break through those limiting beliefs so that you can achieve whatever you want in any area of life. And tomorrow, our focus is money, you know. So if you want to take your finances to the next level, come and join us tomorrow from 9 to 3. And I know I want you to go to their event too, so you choose. Or you can come to our event and then go with me next Saturday, because I want to be at your event to go and look at the beautiful flowers and the whole thing that you're talking about. So, otra cosa que quieres compartir?
No, I mean, just for them to give themselves an opportunity to, you know, come on out, like, get out of your daily routine and your work schedule and just have a relaxing day outside, you know. Enjoy the fresh air, the sun, you know, enjoy some time outside with your family.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun, so you come and join them. And So again, I am Dr. B with Facturando Tu Historia en Radio Metroplex. And what we do every Friday at 5 p.m., I connect with people like them and people like Bobby and Jocelyn, where they have answers to things that I might not know. You know, I don't have all the answers, but I do have the connections. I do have the ideas on how to help you and support you. So keep connecting. If you have a story and you want to share it with the world, then either write a book or come to my show and tell people your story, because we need to inspire people. You know, there's people in dark places. I think more than ever after COVID, there's a lot of mental illness, there's a lot of depression happening, but my whole focus is really helping people and giving them, showing them the light so that they can find their way out of that dark place.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's true, especially with everything that's going on right now.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, and that's like another reason. Either one, you go to her event, or two, you know, you come to ours and para despejarse, we say in Spanish, right? And I think it just, for me anyway, and like for us, we love being out on the farm because it's like you said, it's fresh air. It's in the morning. It's really quiet, so you won't hear cars. You'll hear music maybe, but you know that doesn't last the entire day. And I think it's just nice to just get out of the house. Like Paola was saying, it's especially for the kids because they happen to be on their phone all day, and well, the majority of them, and you know, you'll meet the kids that are there that actually live on the farm, and they're the ones that give you the tour of the farm and explain how everything works, and you know, you'll see the animals, and it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat, yeah.
How exciting. Yeah, we need to take our kids away from the phone, away from the TV, technology. I mean, I know we were talking about technology being very good, but it could always be very distracting to kids. And they do need the sun, they need fun and entertainment, and they need the connection. I even think manners, we kind of lost manners and the human connection, because now everything's like online. I know we're back in school, but you know, there's a lot of restrictions, and I think that being out at their event is going to give you a whole different perspective and opportunity to really enjoy nature. So come and join them. Let me check and see again if they're, because I'm waiting for 2 other guests. If not, then we're going to come back and I'll interview them next time. So, sorry guys, I don't mean to do this, but okay, ya. Vamos a terminar, okay. Pues, ¿algo que quieren decir por último?
Redes sociales donde pueden contactar, más información del evento.
Pues I'll go over the information of the event in English and you can go over in Spanish. So our event page is called at pmp.event, and we are on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The event is June 10th and June 17th, and like I mentioned before, we will be having events in the fall, so be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow's event is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Mars Hill Farm, and that's 1604 Mars Road in Ferris, Texas.
And then if you can go and you share, you can put the information there, you can put the flyer there. ¿Lo quieres decir en español?
Sí, si no pueden encontrar nuestras redes sociales, me pueden mandar mensaje a mí. Mi número es 817-323-9482. Y me pueden mandar mensaje y ya yo les comparto el enlace del evento o el flyer por si acaso no nos pueden encontrar en las redes sociales.
Sí.
I think that's it. Pues gracias por tenernos.
Sí, pues gracias por venir. Y para todos ustedes que están viendo esto y escuchando, gracias a ustedes porque están aquí, están viendo nuestro show. Compártanlo, háganles preguntas a las muchachas, a Bobby, a Jocelyn. Y todos los viernes vamos a estar aquí a las 5 p.m. En Radio Metroplex Facturando Tu Historia. Así que muchas gracias a todos y un gran abrazo y nos vemos muy pronto.